What's up, guys? Dr. Hunt again at Hunt Physical Therapy. If you're experiencing like burning, stabbing pain between the shoulder blades, or this unstoppable desire to feel like you need to pop your back all the time or stretch your back, this video is for you. So a big source of pain I found between the shoulder blades is a combination of trigger points, those painful knots that form in muscles, and also tightness and restriction in motion in some of the thoracic or the middle back joints, or also the ribs where they articulate along the side of the thoracic spine. So what causes pain back here? So posture is a big thing. We're very rounded now. We sit at computers and things like that, and so that causes a lot of mechanical stress on the mid-back. It can cause those trigger points, those painful knots to form, and promote tightness in those joint structures back there. So other things, psychological stress. Stress has been shown to cause what we call myofascial pain, or pain in muscle and connective tissue, so that can kind of promote the formation of trigger points. There could be a strength imbalance. Those guys that like to go to the gym and just do bench press and neglect the back muscles, that can be a source. Or maybe there's been some trauma in the past, like an accident, motor vehicle accident, or some kind of sporting accident. So anyway, that's how you can get these symptoms back there. Let's talk about how you can treat it. And I'm going to divide this video into 3 parts. The first one is going to be demonstrating techniques to loosen up the muscular component of this, techniques to kind of loosen up those trigger points. And then I'm going to show you some joint techniques to address tightness maybe in the thoracic spine or those rib joints. And then lastly, we're going to talk about a few exercises. We got to do some exercises to promote good postural alignment, because without that, if you don't address the posture, then a lot of times the symptoms will either just come back or never completely go away. So let's go to the doorway, and I'm going to show you a couple stretches you can do for those tight muscles back there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you a couple stretches to deactivate or eliminate those painful knots between the shoulder blades by doing some stretches. So the first one's actually going to address tightness in the front. So if you think about it, if your shoulders are rounded like this, you're going to develop a lot of anterior muscle tightness, namely the pecs in the front. And so tightness in the front is going to make it hard to sit up straight and improve your postural alignment. So we're going to address that. And so a simple way to do that is find a doorway, put your hands on the door frame, kind of step inside a little bit, and then lean forward until you feel a nice stretch in the front of your chest. So just like that. Hold 30 to 60 seconds. Do this a few times a week. And play with your hand position. So either raising or lowering the hands kind of targets the pec muscle at different angles, okay? So another stretch gets the muscles between the shoulder blades, but also this muscle right here, the lat muscle. I notice a lot of my patients have tightness with in-range shoulder flexion, and a lot of times it's due to tightness in that muscle. So while you're at the door frame, stretch that out, as well as the muscles between the shoulder blades. So grab the door frame, and I'll show a couple angles here. So you're gonna step back and then behind with the foot on the side that you're trying to stretch. So back and to the side, kind of rest your head against your bicep and then shift this way. And you can see how that opens everything up and you get that nice stretch in the lat muscle, and I feel it in my mid-back as well. So hold that 30 to 60 seconds. I'll demonstrate from a different angle. So again, step back and behind with the side that you're going to stretch. Rest your head against your bicep. And now again, you're going to shift this way. You can see how that puts a nice stretch on the lat muscle, as well as those muscles between the shoulder blades. So what causes that burning pain? Let's talk about that for a second. So studies show when muscles are really tight, when you have those trigger points, the blood flow to that muscle is compromised. And so the muscle can't get oxygen, blood, nutrients. And so the acid level increases in that muscle. And so that explains why a lot of people describe this pain as stabbing and burning. And so deactivating those trigger points, working on joint mobility, a lot of times really helps improve circulation to that tissue. And so again, just FYI. So this stretch was shown to me years ago by a massage therapist. Just take a ball. Tennis balls work good because they're cheap and you can get them anywhere. Put them in a pillow, find a smooth door or wall, and then put that behind your back. Locate one of those knots, those trigger points in the rhomboid or middle trap muscle, maybe even along the rib, that iliocostalis, and really put some pressure on it. You know, hold that 30 to 60 seconds. You can move around slightly too, just to kind of work that knot in all directions, up, down, side to side, but just put enough pressure it's uncomfortable. It's like I always tell my patients, if it's not a little uncomfortable, you're probably not doing anything. So just spend some time doing this, find those knots, and do this technique to kind of deactivate those trigger points, okay? So now we're gonna go to the other side of the gym, and I'm gonna show you some joint techniques you can do to eliminate tightness in either the thoracic joint segments or maybe where the ribs connect to the spine in the mid-back. So let's go. Okay guys, now it's time to show you some things to do to loosen up those tight joints in the mid-back, to address that burning pain between your shoulder blades. So I've just got a couple things here you can get cheap online. This is called a peanut. You can get them at HpT&x or Amazon. This 8-inch foam roll you can get almost anywhere. Again, Amazon, Walmart, HpT&com, we appreciate your support. So you may want to get one or both of those things. They are useful. First though, I'm going to show you a great little stretch to get those muscles and joints between the shoulder blades. So I've just got something here to kind of cushion my old knees, but essentially one side at a time, put a hand on the ground. The side that you're going to stretch, kind of put up at 90 degrees like this with your elbow flexed at 90 degrees as well, and then simply rotate up towards the ceiling as far as you can, okay? To stretch the other side, same thing, start here and just rotate up as far as you can. You're gonna feel a nice stretch back there, as well as in most of your spine, okay? Hold that 30 to 60 seconds. I'll demonstrate one more time on this side. You may even get a little pop in your mid-back, so that's always a nice little bonus. Okay, so let me show you how to use the peanut. We're gonna get this out of the way. So basically, I like these because they're comfortable. So the middle of your spine, that little bony prominence, we call that the spinous process, sits into that groove really nicely. And so you can just kind of put it behind your back. I like to cross my arms like this and just kind of roll up and down. You're probably gonna hear a lot of nice pops in the joints back there when you do this. I just got quite a few. And just spend a few minutes rolling up and down on that spine peanut, okay? Kind of same thing with this. Oops. It's just a different way to do the same thing. Some people feel like this is more comfortable, but just roll up and down a few times and loosen those tight rib and mid-back joints. So, great stretch you can do as well for the mid-back with the foam roll is to put the foam roll down, and to stretch the right side, put your palm up like this, and then just kind of rotate under your left arm like that. And you can kind of appreciate how that rounds your back and stretches pretty much the entire spine. But this gets those muscles between the shoulder blades really nicely. Okay, different angles. So to stretch the left side, palm up, and you're just gonna roll underneath your right arm like that, like you're rolling through. You can see that rotation occur. Feeling great stretch in the mid-back. I like to hang out for about 30 to 60 seconds on that stretch, maybe take a couple deep breaths. As a matter of fact, on all these, if you take a couple deep breaths, like in through your nose, out through your mouth, or in through your nose, out through your nose, I think that relaxes the tissue, but also expands the ribs and just gives you a nice extra little bit of stretch, okay? So, all right, now one more thing. Let me show you a couple exercises to reinforce that good posture, because again, if we don't address posture, this isn't gonna work as well. So let's go. Okay guys, last thing, I'm going to show you a couple exercises you can do easily at home with one of these long exercise bands. Again, you can get these online, Amazon. We sell them on our website, HpT&com, so you can get them there. So I'm going to show you what's called a standing row, and then exercises called straight arm push down. Both of these, again, work those postural muscles in the back between the shoulder blades to help prevent that rounded shoulder posture and promote good posture, good alignment. So the first one's the standing row. Just hook it around something. You can, if you don't have a bar, you can put it in a door frame, close the door, and it'll pinch the hinges and kind of keep it in place. You can hook the rubber band around a doorknob. So just, usually you can find something to hook these around. Or, like I said, open the door, put it between the hinge and the frame, and then close the door and it'll stay pinched in there. So check this out. So I like the underhand grip, but you can keep your hands up like that. But again, what you're doing is what's called a standing row. The main thing here is bring the arms back with your back muscles. You're not just firing your arms like this. You want to make sure you're firing those muscles between the shoulder blades, and you'll know you've completed a good rep because the chest will be out and your shoulder blades will be pinched together at the end of the repetition like that. Chest out, shoulder blades together, and get it a little squeeze at the end. You know, I see a lot of people in the gym, they're doing this jerking, you know, real fast momentum. Work the muscle, squeeze there at the end for a moment. Okay, so I would do, you know, 30, 40, 50 reps a few times a week. The next one, similar, but your arms are gonna stay straight. Whereas that first one, the arms bent like that. Keep your arms more straight and just finish up the same way though. Chest out, shoulder blades together. I love these exercises. Just about that fast. Get that little contraction at the end. Again, 30, 40, 50 reps a few times a week will really help develop those muscles that get us into good alignment. So try those things to help address that burning pain between the shoulder blades. That's it for today. I hope that helps. Show your support by hitting that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you guys.